na ibang mabigat kada kayo amin ako. As we gather for our 50th Annual General Membership Assembly, it is my honor to present to you the state of our cooperative. The Ilocos Norte Electric Cooperative is still in Ilocos Norte. The light that burns brighter than it has in many years. But we did not arrive at this moment easily. There were years, and many of you know, of difficulties. There were seasons that unsettled the confidence of our member consumer owners in the very cooperative that was built to serve them. There were controversies that tested the resolve of this cooperative and moments that cast doubt upon whether INEC could ever truly belong to its members again. I want to be honest with you today about what this administration inherited and what it has taken to get us here. When I assumed leadership of this cooperative, I was presented with a full accounting of deferred responsibilities. Years of governance failures have left their mark on every dimension. The foundations that have been allowed to weaken, benefits for employees were improperly managed, internal systems were inadequate, and the cooperative's relationship with the very people it was created to serve had steadily eroded. It was equally sobering in terms of finances. Regulatory obligations had gone unresolved for years. Obligations to power suppliers had accumulated into debts that demanded urgent settlement, and the cost of all that inaction was being carried by Ilocano families through electricity rates that were among the highest in the country. On the technical side, infrastructure had aged without adequate reinvestment, and the systems underpinning our operations had fallen behind what a modern cooperative demands. These were the consequences of responsibilities avoided long before this administration arrived. Let me be clear. I am not here to assign blame as an end in itself. I believe that as your general manager, I owe it to you to speak about where we started, because the distance between where INEC was and where INEC stands today cannot be properly appreciated without that honesty. What I can tell you with pride is this: my mandate as your general manager does not end with resolving what was left behind. It will surely extend forward into building the electric cooperative that Ilocos Norte deserves. That is the work we are here to report on today. We believe, and our experience has shown, that those trials were necessary. The weight of dysfunction had to be cleared away before the true strength of this cooperative could emerge. The difficulties were real, but so is the renewal that stands before you today. In the crucible of those difficult years, the Ilocano community showed that they know which public servants they can trust. You asked for accountability. You demanded transparency. You called for electricity rates that reflected what was fair. And you waited with a familiar Ilocano patience for our cooperative to respond. We owe a profound debt of gratitude to those who stood by INEC during this chapter of transformation. To President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., we are grateful. Your commitment to rural electrification, to keeping the lights on in every corner of this nation, has given cooperatives like ours the policy environment and the national will to do our work with confidence. Ilocos Norte has always been known